Does Garfield the cat have a sex scandal on his hands? And we break down the most delightful celebrity conspiracy theories. Plus, the host of the VH100 podcast, LaJune and Easy Manoli LaJune. And it's all happening right now on What a Delight with Chelsea White.
It's so sweet and it's such a lovely treat. Your favorite show to watch at night. You are watching What a Delight with Chelsea White.
Yeah. You guys, welcome to What a Delight with Chelsea White. It's happening again. Can you believe it? That's where you clap just like... You clapped so hard that Miranda Hobbs ran away, which is what we want. You guys, welcome to the show. We're doing it again. Give it up for the one, the only... Am I the only one that can see him? Who's to say? It's DJ Doug Handimi.
Oh, it's so nice of you joining me. You can see me. That's very nice.
It took me a few months and a lot of therapy,
and yet here we are.
But here we are.
On the raggedy edge.
Do you feel like I'm like shorter than usual? Every week the camera seems to be in a different position, and I feel like an easy solve would be if I made, I don't know, marks on the floor.
Sure.
And we do this every week.
Your entire living room is wires and painter's tape.
Yes, we can show a little of that. Leon on camera too. Show what's up. Look at, wow. This is so exciting. But yet, the thing that I can't seem to come to terms with week to week is I'm like, where does the camera go? Who can tell?
Yeah, well, one day.
It's the first time every time. But what do you think? How's my I guess I look normal.
You're great. You look marvelous.
How's my outfit? Look at these boobs.
Bomb.
Yes. I believe Tash said you looked like a Pretty Little Liars.
He did, which is the nicest thing he's ever said to me. He said I looked like I could be in Pretty Little Liars, like walking briskly through a high school hallway, ready to sleep with my teacher. Do you think one of the Pretty Little Liars... I'm just saying no. Wait, Leanna, get Tash on camera too. Let's just also introduce on camera too, as always, just systematically working myself through all of my coworkers who can't say no to this opportunity. Not only because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but for fear of retribution at work. Leanna Hirsch is here! Leanna, what's going on with you? Welcome to my home.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Are you...
I've never been to this part of town.
You've never been to Astoria? Wait, look right at the camera. Look right at the camera.
Oh.
You've never been to Astoria, sincerely?
I've never been to Astoria.
What?
Oh.
I saw like 2 blocks of it, so it was beautiful.
AKA this part of town.
The wrong side of the tracks.
Meanwhile, aren't you on the east side?
Yes.
Okay.
Our guest, one of our guests, Emmanuel, lives in Astoria too. He came from a whole 2 blocks away.
I know.
So
fancy.
Get
I
that
was still
camera
late. Sorry
on
about
easy,
that.
Lana.
I still rolled in kind of on time-ish.
Oh, you rolled in very on time. You guys were both great with being on
Thank you.
time.
Thanks.
Tash is now hiding in a closet. That's fine.
I know why. Come on.
Lauren's here on the ones and the twos. Give it up for Lauren. All right. She just got back from Spain.
Whoa.
Nice.
So exotic.
Yeah, it was super exotic.
AKA a different part of town.
And we have 2 audience members. You guys want to be in the audience? I don't think I've done this in a few weeks.
haven't,
We have a little email. It's about to pop. Oh, look at that. The email is whatadelightwithchelseawhite@gmail.com. It just rolls off the tongue. One person has emailed. You can also just reach me there if you want to chat. I feel like I'm low. I don't know what's happening. Should I just...
Posture.
Yeah, sit on a yoga ball. What's up?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that.
Wow.
Problem solved.
Driving.
The obligatory spank shot.
My,
Got it.
yeah, my
Check it
mom
out.
last week was like, I wanted to call you because you could see your Spanx, but I didn't want to interrupt. I'm like, Mom, that's what this show... Do you imagine the ratings we would have got if my mom called to tell me about my Spanx? That's like what this show is built on. All right, you guys, should we just get into this week's Delight Highlight?
Yes.
Woo!
Absolutely.
That didn't work as well as I thought it would. You guys, this is where we talk about everything delightful that happened this week in the world, in my life, in your life. in a world that is crumbling before our eyes. You know, this is where it always gets dark there. Should I think of another line?
The show is about positivity.
The show's about positivity, but the world is so dark that it's just people hesitate to chuckle. That's how dark the world is. LaJune, Emmanuel, how are you guys doing? Do you want to stand? Okay, I was gonna say you can sit, but I want you to be comfortable. If
No,
you
I
want
like
to stand,
standing.
Yeah, feels good.
if you whatever, Tash, if you want to stand in the closet,
She's
that's
always
fine.
she's always sitting.
To each their
I
own.
was sitting all day.
Okay, good.
standing now.
And I do my sitting on other things.
Easy, I love you.
We'll keep it there. Dot.
You keep me young. All right, you guys. Let's get into it. Speaking of Tash, join us. Stop hiding in the corner because we're going to celebrate your amazing accomplishment this weekend.
Yes.
Oh.
Is it his birthday?
It's actually his birthday on the 2nd.
Oh, I got
You
that
played
vibe.
with, sit for a second. Just come sit. Let's
Look
join
at
me.
your girl.
Look at this. Oh
Yes.
my God. Well, he has a hip injury, so it's hard
This
for him to
is
sit.
first of all, this is the first
you
time this
are.
ever happened.
You're so
Okay.
well lit.
Yes.
Yeah, that you came to the couch?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm so
someday-
excited. Like, I watched the show as a fan. So like now to be on the show is.
Wait,
Can
were
you
you
believe it?
the one email?
I might have been, but I don't want to say it was a fake
Like,
email.
dear Ms. White,
It was fake.
I'm gonna book you. I'm gonna book you one of these weeks. But until then, I need you to do other things like fill in on camera too, and when DJ Duck and Demon's out of town. Okay, listen. You played with Slash. Let's show it. Look at you go. Do you relish watching yourself?
I'm watching myself.
I know you do.
That's damn impressive.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
funny.
funny.
Tash and Slash are gonna take it on the road.
That wasn't the best part. My favorite part ever playing with Slash is usually because he does this with me,
Yeah.
and I check this because I don't check shit.
You're a low talker, so I just want to. Okay, keep going.
I don't check things. But I was very thankful that he was like, when Slash solos, it's a religious experience.
Right.
But like the fact, like I'm literally living in a like Guns N' Roses. Like I look to my left and Slash is playing like it's Slash with
You're
the
like,
glass in the hat from the video from
Right.
like, November Rain, and I'm like, oh my god, this is why I play guitar.
And you did do that at one point. I didn't play that part of the clip, but at one point you stopped playing guitar and you just went. No, you didn't.
Oh, geez.
What if you
I
did
believe
that?
I believe you.
All right, guys, give it up for Tash.
Yay.
You're the best. You gotta save your stories for when I book you officially, and it'll be like a 2-hour special. We can call Slash. All right. So that was a fantastic experience. In less fantastic experiences, you guys, I know this is. Oh, look. Speaking of fantastic experiences, Miranda Hobbs. This is What a Delight, but every now and then I have to bring up something for like the good of the world. Dolly Parton has a podcast out about her. It's called Dolly Parton's America. Have you guys seen this? Have you heard about it? Dolly Parton's America.
We're
It's
about
very
to.
good. But the thing that was troublesome and not delightful is that on the podcast, the host asked Dolly if she's a feminist, and she vehemently says she is not a feminist. And to that, you know what I say? Not today, Satan! It goes in harsh, but then it eases out with
Right.
the cat sounds.
Of course.
The cat sounds ease it out at the end. Yeah, that's the point. So Emmanuel brought up the point during that graphic that she doesn't, along with a lot of America, understand what feminism means.
Right.
I mean, so here's a quick PSA, all right? Feminism, Dolly, means you believe men and women are equal. It does not mean you hate men. It doesn't mean men are better or women are better than men. It means men and women are equal. I will let a woman whose name I forgot to Google how to pronounce, so it makes my segment less effective.
Right.
But I'll let Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie say it. DJ Duck and Demon.
Oh yes, here we go.
Feminist does not
Has Dolly not heard this fucking Beyonce? Like, where's Dolly been? Here's also a visual.
Dolly
Lauren,
would.
throw up the visual. There's also,
yeah.
Dolly watches this show. That's why I'm taking
Well,
such
you
care.
did.
That's why I'm
Straight down
taking
the
such
Dollywood
care.
barrel when you were delivering that.
Dolly! Is everyone clear about feminism now?
1,000%.
Leanna, are you clear?
Yes.
All right,
You gotta
Jesus.
pop
Fucking
those
Christ!
It's a good PSA.
Oh, I'm gonna have a
Brought
stroke.
to you by...
Thank you. All right, Jason Derulo and his huge dick. All right, you guys, intersection of two. If you didn't watch the,
It's
you guys,
pretty big.
you don't remember? Yeah,
It's huge.
Emmanuel knows about Jason Derulo's dick.
It's also CGI for cats.
Sir.
Guys, the intersection of two of my favorite things. Kim Kardashian's coming out with a true crime documentary. This will be raw. It's gonna be on Oxygen in April. It's called The Justice Project. You guys know I'm a Kim Kardashian apologist. How do you guys feel about Kim? Are we have Kim lovers? Do we have Kardashian lovers?
Yeah.
Easy, are you
I'm
a Kardashian
totally
lover?
down for it. I know that a lot of people hate on them. Some family members of mine are not big
In
fans of them.
particular.
But very in particular.
shall
For
remain
some reason,
nameless.
at like Thanksgiving, they get brought up, and I'm all, FYI, you're the ones that are like bringing them up.
We're not talking about you today.
Yeah, I'm like, but that's okay.
LaJune, are you on board with Kardashians?
You know what? I could go either way. Like,
Yeah.
She's like bisexual with
right?
them.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, they're cute. Oh fuck them.
Leanna, what's your opinion? You can't stand. Wait, show yourself. You can't
You
stand
gotta
the
show
Kardashians?
yourself.
I stand them.
Uh,
I don't associate.
Oh.
DJ Deca Demon, where do you stand?
I mean, mostly in your mind, so I guess I'm with whatever you think.
Which is, let's sell it. She's whatever you want to think of her. She is sincerely. You can't argue that she's using her platform for incredible things in this, and that's what her documentary is showing about her getting people who are wrongfully convicted a chance at freedom. She's helped exonerate people.
A lot of people are just like on Twitter, like, oh my God, let's do this justice for this person. But she's like straight up going out and
She
doing
literally
things.
like got
So
a
that's
woman
why
out
I
of
fuck with the
jail.
girl.
Yeah, that's what I say. And you know what Kris Jenner says?
What does she say?
This is a case for the FBI.
All right, you guys know
That was so good.
I'm a Garfield maniac. Christina Kynan got me these things. This says, "Congratulations, you did it." And
You did.
I did.
You did.
And this is a Leanna, get in on this on camera too. This is a Garfield Steelers mug.
All right.
Okay, so that's just to prove how much of a Garfield fanatic I am. So imagine my delight. Actually, Christina Kynan, the co-creator of this program, she's the one who brought this tweet to my attention. Let's just pull the tweet up, actually, Lauren. That will make more sense. So this is a Garfield couch. And the post says, "Public thank you to whoever left this pristine example of luxury furniture in their hard rubbish pile. You have," sorry, younger viewers, in parentheses, "transformed me and my wife's sex life. Something about the eyes gets my wife going." An audible gasp from Emmanuel.
Sorry.
A Garfield
The audible
sex
gay
couch.
gasp.
Emmanuel, would you have sex on that couch?
I mean, if it feels good.
Miranda's
like
back.
the hardware floor or not?
As soon as we started talking about the Garfield sex couch, Miranda came trotting out of the kitchen. She was like, "Excuse me," because I don't know what's going on with this dress. It didn't make sense the day I bought it, and it doesn't make sense now. It like roll right up to here before like suddenly it's like a bib.
It's going to become a joke.
It's a dress bib. I like, the people tune in to see my Spanx and to see this. All right, so Garfield sex couch. And finally, well, I do this almost every week, but especially this week because one of our guests is a huge Ms. Brittany Jean fan.
Oh, that's me.
And that's what
I was like looking around, I was like, who? She's talking
So we have our weekly Britney Spears Instagram roundup.
Pew, 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 pew.
Show us those moves again.
What does she do?
Show us those moves again.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hey.
He's like, all right. He's like, I played with Slash, enough. He's like, good for you. Have fun with your 8 count. Sorry, back to you, Chelsea.
Britney Spears roundup this week. On January 18th, she posted this picture of a white rose with the caption, "God bless you all!"
I know.
Wow.
With 3 exclamation points.
Well, she was excited.
Yes. Do you think while she was posting it, she was making Britney Spears noises?
I mean, she could have been with a little.
On January 10th, she posted, "Thought this was cute," and cute's in all caps.
Wow.
It is.
She got.
And on January 13th, she posted, "I was going 100. Wee. P.S. JK.
JK.
P.S. JK."
Just kidding, just in case we were wondering. She was not going fast.
Which of those is your favorite, Emmanuel?
I love the JK thing because when she did that, I was like, FYI, we kind of know. Thank you for that.
LaJune, are you a Britney person? Where do you stand on Britney Jean?
I mean, she's great. I love Easy, so I love Britney.
Just like her scenes with the Kardashians, she's like, she's the great fucker.
You're very diplomatic, LaJune.
She's great.
I want to get LaJune like very polarized on something. I want to find the thing that LaJune is like 100%
Right.
no.
I get her all the time.
And when you know, you'll know.
Oh, that means you know. Because then she won't shut up.
Right.
We might find out in Delight Her All Right.
We
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you'll see.
You'll see. All right, you guys, that's all for this week's Delight Highlights. And for the second week in a row, we're doing a thing where we take an actual commercial break. That means, let's see that lower third, Lauren. We're just gonna go down and be back live again in 10 seconds so that people who weren't delighted enough to tune in might be notified one more time. They might decide to join us in Act 2. What do you guys think? So stay right here. Say the alphabet in your head like our guest last week suggested, which I thought was very practical.
Did you do that in 10 seconds?
And we'll see you in 10 seconds. Goodbye.
Hey.
Oh my God. It's all happening. Welcome back to What I Delete with Chelsea Wong. Are we recording, Lauren? We are. Let's make sure we can see us. I see us. You guys, welcome back to What I Delete with Chelsea Wong. If you're just tuning in, you missed a delightful Act 1, right? Idiot?
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's how you get them back.
That's what, yeah. They taught me that.
kindness.
They taught me that in hosting 101.
Oh,
Just be a real bitch. Some people love that.
I mean, it's definitely, that's a thing people are into.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for confirming that for me. Miranda Hobbs is scaling the bookcase. There's so much is afoot.
Yes.
All right, you guys. In Act 2, what a delight. So in Act 1, we covered some topical, delightful things that happened this week. And now in Act 2 is where we dive a little bit deeper into something delightful. Before then, in Act 3, we bring out our delightful guest. So this week, here's some not delightful news. We are going to be dark on February 5th because I have to do my fucking job. Wait. Quit!
Have some wine. Wash it down.
Oh.
Okay, that was better.
Hairball.
Is that karma?
Guys, we're off the rails early. We're off the rails real early this week. So we're going to be down February 5th, which would have been a better time to do this, but I moved it here for also our delightful guest who I thought would be into this topic. February 2nd, as I'm sure you know, is an Illuminati holiday. What? It's an occult holiday. You knew that, Gigi Decadune.
I know people say that.
So don't play coy. February 2nd is an occult holiday. So in honor of such, and because of all the reactions and fan mail we got when we talked about Whitney Houston's death a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And its possible association with Illuminati. This week we're going to dive deep into the most delightful celebrity conspiracy theories. All right, guys. First up, and I need opinions. So if you guys feel strongly about any of this, chime on in. Okay. The first most delightful celebrity conspiracy theory. Aaliyah was killed by the music industry as an Illuminati sacrifice. So the story goes, when Aaliyah was dating Damon Dash, Dame and Jay were members of the Illuminati, and Aaliyah wanted to get out or expose the Illuminati, so she was selected to be a blood sacrifice and was murdered. It wasn't actually a plane crash. Aaliyah was murdered.
Ooh,
what do you think, LaJune? Do you know about this?
That's why her last song was Rock the Boat.
That's what I'm saying.
Because she was about to rock the boat.
That's what people literally say. That was the research I did.
I mean, it just makes sense. It only makes sense.
Tash had to leave because he feel strongly about the Illuminati. Tash, are you okay?
He's like literally gone.
The Illuminati to find him?
I'm sorry.
He doesn't even want to breathe the same air as us. Petrified.
I don't know what you're.
Should we?
The Illuminati.
Can you get
I don't know
Dame?
the
Can you get
symbol.
Dame on FaceTime? Can we ask him about the Illuminati?
What?
Would he call in?
Does he have a
All right.
What? There's diamonds.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. All right. So what do we think? Was Aaliyah killed by the Illuminati? Vote now. Not second conspiracy theory. Vote now using our poll feature.
Using your mind.
Yeah, using
Your mind phone.
Think
Brought
of-
to you by
think
Send
the
the heart.
Think about it.
Nah,
Think about it.
This is good.
All right.
My cup is empty. All right.
Stevie Wonder isn't blind. You guys know this one. Stevie
yeah.
Wonder isn't blind. So Tash is a Stevie Wonder truther. Wait, why do you think that it's true, Tash?
Everybody said it's true.
Who's everybody?
You think he has sense?
I have something to live for. Paul McCartney said Stevie Wonder is not blind.
Wait, Paul
He
McCartney
said this-
said it?
Everybody rich and wealthy that you know has said it.
Well, I'll tell you who definitely said it.
Blind.
Shaquille O'Neal said that one time Stevie Wonder got in an elevator with him and said, "Hey, what's up, Shaq?"
Hello?
And then I'm sure you've all seen this footage right here, Lauren. Let's go to this footage, this B-roll. Okay, so this is a concert that Stevie was doing. Oh, do you see that? The microphone stand fell over and Stevie sticks his hand out. Did you see that?
No, I don't believe it. I don't think he can see.
So,
I don't
okay,
think so
LaJune,
either.
why do you, you're not a Stevie Wonder truther, why?
I know a female,
She
right?
got a source.
I know a female who Stevie kept asking for her to exchange numbers every time
Hello?
he saw her.
Like this.
Well, every time he saw her,
You
he
know
was
her. Every time they
She had a
came
scent.
they came into encounters, right? One day she was like, you know what? This is Stevie Wonder. Let me just like whatever. All right, give me the number. She acted like she was taking his number, right? Later on, they ran into someone else, and he was like, oh, get the number from so and so. She just got the number.
Yeah, but
Unless he was trying to put her on blast, like, bitch, you ain't taking nothing. So I didn't see that. You told her I didn't see that. And now I put you on the spot.
Equally possible.
Right. He was like, okay, all right.
Possible. Motherfuckers-
All right, I don't know. Anything is right. I don't
feel
know
like he
anymore.
can't see.
I don't know.
What do you think, Gigi Duck and Demon?
I don't want to make this any less fun, but I think he is probably legally blind. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you are fully black in front of you.
Okay, so like
Shapes,
I
colors.
understand.
Shaq's face.
Shaq, well, if you get into an elevator with Shaq and you know where you are, at
huge.
least, you'd probably guess that it was Shaq.
DJ Duck and Demon, just be
I
practical.
met Shaq when I was a kid.
Did you?
I did.
Is he blind?
I have also met Shaq.
What?
Wow.
Cousin babysat his kids.
When did you
We
get
have a lot of
Yeah,
Shaq
my cousin used to
connection.
be Shaq's babysitter.
Everyone knows Shaq.
Yeah.
How does everybody know if
I
Shaq?
work with Shaq's ex-wife.
No, you
I do. Her name is Shawnee.
Wait.
She's on Basketball Wives.
Leanna. Leanna, why
There
did you
go.
meet Shaq?
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
At this like food publication, and he was doing this like random event for Oreo. And so I interviewed him on like a Facebook Live for 10 minutes, and it was an interesting experience.
I love this.
Well, I've
He
seen
kept asking
Kazam.
me about-
I was at the Kazam.
Kazam was good.
All right, everybody calm the fuck down. I think Stevie Wonder, I agree with you, Gigi Duck and Demon. I
that's
think
what we
he's
were talking
legally blind.
about.
I'm with that.
What about Beyonce is Solange's mother and not sister? What do we think? No?
Nah.
Guys, the story goes that a Columbia employee said that Beyonce's cousin told her that Beyonce's birthday is actually 74 and not 80. Can you believe it?
El Diablo is shocked.
Right, you guys reject that. You guys reject that vehemently.
We
Okay.
did hear the rumor about her age being.
Yeah, because somebody
fudged.
that I work with at one time found this
She's like TMZ over here.
found
She's
this
like,
article. But I'm like, you know what? Where are the receipts? Like, you didn't foresee that she was going to one day become Queen Bee. You didn't save this documentation.
But her
I
dad
don't
was
believe
very.
it. I don't believe it.
Her dad was very aggressive though.
I don't believe. Well,
Maybe he
speaking
didn't.
of her dad, Emmanuel.
He was mean to me.
Ellie, Matthew Knowles was mean to you? Wait, Matthew Knowles was mean to you?
This poor show. Now you know how our
I
podcast
was
goes.
just a lowly intern at Sony.
And Matthew Knowles was mean to you?
Yeah, he was mean to me.
What'd he say?
First of all, I was like a young, ambitious intern. I came to the office early. I was the first one there. So he calls, ring, ring, ring. I'm like, come on, Prather's office. And he's like, can I speak to KP? And I'm like, okay. May I ask who's speaking? No one's in the office yet. Can I take a message for you? May I ask who's speaking? He said, tell him Matthew called. I said, but do you mind me getting your last name so I can give him a thorough message? He said, Knowles, as in Beyonce. Heard of her?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, sir, I'm just trying to make sure that you get your message. Somebody gets your message.
Keep cheating on your wife, Matthew Knowles.
Oh, my star.
Do you guys think? But do you guys think that Kelly is Beyonce's sister and that Matthew Knowles is the father?
They are not tight.
No.
And then let's check out Matthew and Kelly. I don't know.
No.
What'd you say, Tash? You don't think so? No. Why impossible? You don't know.
3 reasons. All of the reasons. Well, I mean, like,
Yeah, thank you. Emmanuel's miking you.
But no, I mean, I feel like him and
Can we call Damon
Tina,
Dash and ask him?
God damn it.
All right, Beyonce wasn't pregnant with Blue Ivy.
Also, wait, hold on.
know
What does
this
this have to do with the Illuminati?
Oh, well, this is just like you'll get to it,
Okay.
Matthew.
Y'all hear this
I mean,
corny with that
Demon.
Illuminati mess.
Before that's over, we're all getting shot.
We'll get to that.
Try to catch us.
That's coming up in my next point. It's but
bow and arrows.
we have a point about Blue Ivy, but first I think we all heard the rumor that the conspiracy that Beyonce was not pregnant with Blue Ivy. Yeah, check out this. We know. You
That
see that?
arrow?
Wait, what? Check it. Put on the baby
Real
bump.
YouTube clickbait moment.
Put on the baby bump footage one more time, Lauren. Play that bureau one more time, Lauren. Here we go.
I'm
We've all seen this. Look at that baby bump. Look at it fold. You've never seen that before?
Here's the
Where
guy.
a baby bump like folds in on itself?
I stay away from internet videos with giant arrows.
All right. Well,
I'm Stevie Wonder. I ain't seen none of that. I don't know what's going on right now.
I think that Beyonce actually, it's very likely she used a surrogate for her first,
But
for
look,
Blue Ivy.
it looks like
Don't you
my
think?
stomach's doing it.
Tash agrees with me.
I mean, it's
And that's all that
possible.
matters. All right. Getting back to the occult.
Make music.
Blue Ivy.
The occult?
The occult.
The Irish cult?
The occult. Here's Blue Ivy, my favorite footage of Blue Ivy. Telling Beyonce and Jay-Z to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
The Illuminati conspiracy theory is that Blue Ivy is actually the daughter of Satan. She's an Illuminati
Like
satanic.
your DJ?
And here's why.
There can be only one.
IVY stands for Illuminati's very youngest. BLUE stands for Born Living Under Evil. And Blue Ivy spelled backwards is Yulb Evie, which theorists say is Latin for Lucifer's
Yo,
daughter.
people are
First
mad
of
bored.
First of all, you can't say theorists say something
what
is
it said on
Latin.
the
It's
internet.
either Latin or it's not Latin.
That's why it was so funny. That was my favorite fact.
I'm the only one here in a mask, and I'm getting very upset about all this Illuminati shit.
Theorists say they think it's Latin.
It's tricky.
It's so good.
I'm
Okay,
just like,
guys.
wow.
We're gonna skip a couple because you guys aren't firm enough believers in
That
the occult.
was ridiculous.
All right, what about
You
Katie?
can't be the youngest forever.
What about so you don't think that Aaliyah was sacrificed so that Blue Ivy could live? No.
Ay, Dios mío.
Wow.
This is like a telenovela.
Hey, everyone, what is a light?
Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey.
All right, wait, I told you that in confidence.
Let's see the picture, Lord.
What?
Look at that. You've never heard this?
Shut the.
Do you think
No.
Katy Perry? Oh, Tash believes it a little bit. Tash said medium believes.
Listen, I'm not sure Ryan Gosling isn't Ryan Reynolds. Like, if somebody send me the
You guys are really fucking me up tonight. I'm like,
Send me the birth
what?
certificate.
I didn't hear any of this.
Does anyone chimed in on conspiracy theories?
There's
Okay.
a lot of laughter. There's a lot of cry face emojis
Because
going
they're
on in
probably
the
like,
chat.
what is going
Yeah, they're
on?
crying because the Illuminati is coming for us all. All right, guys, 2 more.
2 more?
Well, this is one of the all-time greatest celebrity conspiracy theories. This, basically started celebrity conspiracy theories. That Paul McCartney is actually dead. Which, DJ Duck on Demon, let's hear the evidence that at the end of Strawberry Fields Forever, John Lennon is saying, I buried Paul. Do you hear that?
I'm already dead.
It said,
I'm buried.
I buried Paul. All right, Tash, what do you think?
Well, as a person that has actually seen Paul McCartney in person, low-key flex.
Oh, that's a big
Yeah,
flex.
he's dropping a lot of names tonight, huh?
I dropped the one. She dropped the other.
Oh, yeah.
Low-key flex. Shout out to me.
Yeah.
But I was out there, and I was on some in the backstage. And this motherfucker walked backstage. He was so happy and rich. I was just like, this motherfucker's alive. He was like with his like wife, 35 years old, younger than him. He was like, and I was just like, good show, Paul. He goes, all right, man. And like, if you say that to a 20-something-year-old black man on some like in Germany for some reason, like,
You're alive.
you gotta be like,
You're alive.
out there doing the goddamn thing.
All right,
I
well,
like that.
settled it.
I'm sold.
Also, for the record, John Lennon is saying cranberry sauce at the end of Strawberry Fields Forever.
Is he?
He's saying cranberry sauce. He's not saying iBerry pop.
Hold on.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
See?
Back to Thanksgiving.
I thought-
Are you sure he's not saying I'm very saucy?
Maybe he's saying
I'm very saucy.
I'm very saucy.
When my sister was very little and she couldn't pronounce all of her consonants correctly, she called me saucy because she couldn't say Chelsea.
And you went to being
She might have influenced you.
She might have. All right, guys, finally, the one that inspired me to do this because of all of your fan mail you sent to the P.O. box.
Oh,
Jim Jam Walsh says the
Whitney
cranberry thing is
is
bullshit.
obviously Whitney. Who?
Jim Jam Walsh. Jamie says
Oh,
this
Jamie
cranberry
thinks
thing is
that Paul
bullshit.
is dead. All right, Jamie. I'm not
Damn.
sure with you. Whitney Houston was obviously an Illuminati sacrifice. That we know for sure. But
What?
I mean, why else was the party going?
what did Whitney write in this note she gave to Brandy the day before she died?
Wait, what?
See, Whitney crashed an interview with Monica. And
I
John
remember
Davis
that.
And Brandy. And wait, look, and check out this note she gives to Brandy. Wait, long go back to the note for everyone. Yeah. She gave, I don't know if you guys saw it, but she gave a note to Brandy during that interview that she crashed, and she died 2 days later. Brandy has never revealed what is in that
I wouldn't
note.
either. But maybe it's
What do you
about like
think is in the
Cinderella,
note?
like another Cinderella movie.
Or did she say the Illuminati are coming to kill me in 2 days, Brandy? SOS.
Then she brought the note to the wrong person.
Yeah.
She texted SOS to Spencer.
We're watching Pretty Little Liars.
Sorry,
Oh, I was like,
Spencer always
who's Spencer
sends
now?
SOS.
I was like, hello?
Oh,
Is that another cat?
Pretty Little Liars. All right, you guys.
No, I need to know what's in that letter.
What do you think, legit?
She's
You guys
disturbed.
work at VH1. You can get to the bottom of this, right?
Oh.
Easy.
No. No. I mean, yeah, no.
No, we can't, but.
All right, if you guys have any information about what is on the note that Whitney gave to Brandy, please let us know in the comments. Email whatadelight@chelsea@gmail.com. And I'm going to say fuck the next commercial break.
Okay.
Wow.
Here it
We're
is.
going to bring
And
out,
it's gone.
and that was it, and we're going to bring out our guests. Long awaited. They host the VH100 podcast, and they know the note to Brandy. They're just playing coy. Give it up for LaJune. That's your theme music.
Hi. Oh my God, you have more music?
That's good. Okay, wait here. Everybody.
I'm like, this song is familiar. I've heard this song before.
Everybody move it. See, look, you're not.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to scooch more. Is that enough? You're
Sorry.
now sitting in my wet vagina spot, and I'm very sorry.
Sorry.
You're sitting in my.
Good thing I wore these leather pants
Did you see
today.
this?
Look waterproof. How are you guys?
It looks fucking fantastic.
We're mad
Thanks.
cute.
So I'm so excited that you guys could do the show. We've known each other for many years.
Right, we go back like car
We go
seats.
back way. I love that.
All the way back.
Oh my
I can't
God.
even speak in complete sentences anymore because the Illuminati has already gotten,
really shook
gotten
us.
to me with their they're like
The mysterious
they're
powers.
casting spells on me.
Yeah.
I can't even talk right.
Not casting
Or-
spells.
or-
I would know.
Yeah, he's in your brain.
We've known you for like a while.
So we've known each other a long time. I do want to talk before we talk all about the podcast and VH1 things, and you guys spilled the tea about what Whitney said to Brandy that night, that fateful night. You guys are two people of many talents. LaJune, you're a singer, you're a songwriter.
Oh, yes.
You sent me some
And
things we're going to take a
lyrics
listen to. But first of all, I wanted to talk about this appearance on 106 in Park.
Oh, snap. I was like, what's
Yo!
your show? I was like, oh,
We're
I was thinking
inducted
Big Morning
into
Buzz Live.
the Freestyle Hall of Fame.
Oh!
Let's take a look.
Yo, she
Wait, I thought that they took that down for copyright infringement.
All I say is just, remember the name and look out for me. You'll see me again. And that's just something if I do big things.
And here I am.
What the fuck?
How did you get that? Seriously, I thought I was taken down for copyright infringement.
I have my ways. No, wait. So tell us
Yo,
the
you look the
story. How
same.
old were you there? What happened? Like, what did you what did you freestyle? How many times did you have to go on? Tell us everything.
I went on there. It was like the summer of my freshman year of college. I had my 19th birthday, but when I auditioned, I was too young to audition, and they had how Viacom security is with their black suits and they're so tough. They were there doing the auditions, and they were like checking people's IDs and kicking people offline, and it was like so official, with
and they got that tie.
Right, and so luckily my mom was like, luckily I didn't just sneak, because I live all the way upstate in a little small town. Luckily I didn't just sneak down to the city and come. I happened to mention to my mom, I'm gonna do this rap battle audition, and she was like, I'm coming, and I was like, no. How are you gonna come with me? How are you gonna come with me into a rap battle audition, Mom?
They're gonna rush you. Like, this girl came up with her mama.
So she ended up coming.
Oh, she
and
did?
She ended up coming because I couldn't go without her.
True. You were underage.
Well, she just wouldn't let me go without her. But it worked out because they were trying to kick me out. But I made them all right, so they were like, who's from out of town? I was like, I'm not from out of town, but I'm too young to audition. And I was freestyling for the producers or whatever, just about being there and how I'm going away to college and how I need to do this now. So they were like, all right, fine, we'll let you audition. And then I auditioned, and then a year later they hit me back, and I had gained all that weight from college. So I was fat. I was fat. You were I gained freshman 55.
Oh, damn, not 15?
Nah, I don't know, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
TBS pounds too.
She wasn't on TV in college. Okay.
Thank you, but yeah.
And look at that, and remember the name, and then here you are now in my living room.
Thank you.
So humble at such a young age. Remember the name. Remember the name.
Thank you.
Well, then after that, so we all worked on a show together called Big Morning Buzz Live, which we talk about. I felt sometime we need to do just a full-on
reunion,
Big Morning Buzz Live episode of what it's like. Because I swear to God, I talk about it all the time. Robin Hopkins, who hosts a podcast now.
Oh yes.
If These Ovaries Could Talk, she was on. I feel like we all. Tash is the one person I met in my life that watched Big Morning Buzz voluntarily, who didn't work on it.
Wait, is that how y'all met?
What's that?
You met because of that?
No, but he revealed to me. He's like,
he's a groupie.
I was like, I
was bored before school, so eat lunch and shit. I would eat whatever the fuck and then smoke weed and I'd eat.
Nice, wake and bake.
And he watched Big Morning Buzz. Can you believe it?
That is so
Big Morning Buzz. He was one of our 5 viewers.
Crazy.
I know. Well, and I think, Lauren, we have a little clip of LaJune singing
oh my
on
God.
Live.
This is LaJune. Oh my God. Harmonize with yourself. You should start crying. What's wrong with you?
No, listen, literally.
This is LaJune, this is your life.
A few weeks before that, I was because the set was new, relatively new, and I was I would pay money to perform on this set. That's what I said. And
Did you?
No, somebody, one of the bands, I can't think of the name of the band, but one of the bands that was supposed to perform, they fell out or whatever. Somebody was drunk and hungover.
No, it was a conflict. Yeah, the scheduling conflict.
Sorry, yeah, there was a scheduling conflict.
Always the diplomatic.
There was a
scheduling conflict
that came up that morning, and so I
between one of the guys in the band and his liver.
They emailed me and was like, LaJune, could you perform today? And I was like, yeah, I was hyped.
So she went to the bathroom. She's like, me.
This is my moment.
This is so cute.
And then, listen.
Many clips.
Right.
Just you wait, Easy, for your turn. No, I wish I found something embarrassing of you.
No, you should have contacted my mother.
When you were on 106 and Park when you were a teenager. But And then LaJune, you just sent me earlier today some tracks that you. So you wrote this,
my God.
and then he was just terrified by Miranda Hobbs.
Sorry.
You wrote and you sold some of these tracks to a music supervisor. Tell us the deal as we listen.
I wrote these songs with a show in mind.
Okay.
A dope show that I love that's coming back in April. So,
Are you going to tell us what?
Hopefully,
can you tell us?
Should I? Do you think I should say the name of the show? But
what's that thing called? Manifest It.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I decided.
This cat's like rubbing up on your shit.
Whether or not the songs make it on the show, I'm going to release it as an EP called Insecure.
I knew it. I knew it. I could hear it. Because like in one of those like, what did he just do to me?
Right. Oh, no, play the other song.
Oh, she's
really
taking charge now.
That one, we're having trouble downloading.
Oh, shit.
I know, I'm sorry. You gotta watch.
That was a virus.
You gotta watch Insecure.
Right.
It's gonna be on Insecure.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
manifesting
wrote these songs
We're
just
manifesting
for the show.
We're downloading at the moment.
Right, it's so true.
I love how Miranda, she really just like
took to you.
Hopped right in here.
And I went home and I fed him, and then I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if Chelsea's cats will."
So is this your cat's hair here on your breast,
Oh,
or
maybe it could be
Miranda?
either or.
Okay.
Well, Emmanuel.
Oh.
Well, you go. No, listen. I found a couple of things on your YouTube.
Yes,
No.
and he's flexible.
I did it.
I know exactly what you found.
I knew you would know. I didn't pull them down because all I really want to talk to you about before we talk about. Oh yeah, check out Miranda Hobbs.
Just really
love
claw out.
But gently.
What I really want to, and Miranda wants to talk to you about more than anything before we get into, obviously, the reason you guys are here, the VH100 podcast and the VH1 dish. You are the world's biggest Britney Spears fan.
Yes. Well, yeah, one of them.
What?
Arguably.
I love how you think, like, what do you think is going to happen? There's other Britney Spears fans.
Well, they'll come at you.
Because in today's day, there are like people are very hardcore with this. There's like a free Britney movement going on.
I was going to ask you
yeah.
about what do you think of the free Britney movement. So basically, for anyone who doesn't know, which if you've watched the show more than once, I don't know how you could not, but hashtag free Britney.
Yeah.
Basically, people think that her conservatorship that her father has had on her since her breakdown a little over 10 years ago is restrictive and exploitive of her. Basically, like it's her dad is in a way taking
like
advantage and
using her
like
kids, like saying if you want to
black-
see your kids, you have to do this residency is kind of thing.
exploiting her as a cash cow.
And like maybe an episode of Black Mirror was inspired by
Perhaps.
some situation.
So what do you think? Do you think Britney is in danger?
The thing is, I don't know because we're not there, so there's a lot of layers to it. You don't know what's going on with her.
Oh my God, I thought you'd have a stronger opinion on this.
No, I really do, but the thing is, I'm so objective and I try to think of all angles of every story.
You're very diplomatic.
I'm not reactive, I'm proactive.
Right.
And we really don't know what is going on. Like,
Right.
you have no idea. Because,
Right.
like, everything is so hush-hush with her and everything surrounding her, so you don't know what's going on. But obviously, like, when a lawyer unexpectedly was like, I gotta get out because she can be in danger, like, that kind of thing is weird, but that's all alleged.
Wait, what?
Sure.
Well,
one
It's
of
such
the
a long
lawyers-
story. This is going to turn into a 4-hour show.
Okay.
We'll
So-
offline about it. But,
Offline.
Oh God, Miranda was like.
She's had enough. She's
Miranda.
like,
We're not talking about this. We're done.
but I do wish
had to
that like the passion that she used to have back in the day is not there. You could tell like she's just not excited anymore.
I know.
And it's not there. And everyone's like, oh,
She's
it's a
posting
medication
stock
thing.
imagery
and-
on Instagram.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
but there's a rumor saying that she's very
Oh.
restrictive to her internet access, so that's why she can only pull those stock images. We don't know.
She has one Getty Images account.
She has my login for the Getty image, and she just keeps using it. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm really sad because I just wish she was just happy and peppy again. But
like she was here when you met her. I think we have a picture.
Yes.
So what happened? Like, how did this? Like, how much money did you pay to meet Britney in this?
So my
moment?
mom actually surprised me with this, and she did it through my friend via Fatima. And basically, we were already going to see her in concert, and we were at a dinner. My friend Fatima was like, "Hey, I have a surprise for you," and I was like, "Well, ex-boyfriend at the time." I was like, "My boyfriend's here. What else could be a surprise?" And she's like, "You're meeting Britney tonight," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then like I thought she was just like,
believe it?
I thought she was just like fucking around with me for a little bit. It clicked. I was like, "Oh my God!" So when we were going, she has this beautiful sister named Felicia.
Yes.
And
who doesn't know
we
Felicia?
love Felicia. She doesn't know who Felicia is.
She's still her assistant to this day.
I don't currently know.
This was how many years ago?
5?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
5 or 4. So the whole process was like Felicia does this whole speech of just like, Brittany's very shy, XYZ, don't shake her hand, don't do this. We're taking everything away from you. So they literally take all your phones, your wallets, everything. And because, you your don't
wallet?
know.
So you don't like give
just
her
anything. Yeah. Because
20?
you don't
Brittany,
know
I feel like you need this more than I do.
what's going to happen.
Like, stop.
And it's literally because a lot of thing is, we work in this industry and we know
Right.
what a meet and greet is.
Yes.
Right.
Hi, picture, bye.
Right.
Keep it moving because, she's about to, and they also did it before the show.
Got it.
So it's like literally you have 10 minutes because I was
Right.
like, damn,
And
she's
she's
going
trying
on
to
in
get
10
on
minutes.
stage,
Like, fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
So straight up, that was the camera and you're Brittany and she was just kind of like looking over there. And then people were over there and I walked up and I was like, hi. And she's like, okay. And I was like, okay. So I did it. Thankfully, I looked really good, humbly.
That was a great picture. Let's see what
it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was good lighting.
Wow.
I'm wearing
lighting.
a Britney shirt, thanks to my friend
so
Mario.
So that was it. She was just kind of like,
Boom, gone. And then they were like, oh, we like your shoes. And I was like, thank you. And I go, hey, Larry, because that was her manager.
And
Yeah.
who's sweet? Who said they like your shoes?
Her manager.
Okay,
He's like, no
Larry.
shoes. But I don't know if
Shout
he's
out
her
to
manager
Larry.
anymore.
All right, shout out.
I don't know what's going on. So, yeah.
before we.
Every time there's like a leg. That's fine.
Really quick before we do talk more about VH100.
Maybe I'll use this leg instead.
Can
There we
we-
go. Sorry.
Would if I put on a Britney Spears track, would you stand up and do like a few beats of choreography?
I will try.
Which track should we put on and give DJ Duck a do in a minute?
I guess I'll do like Oops, I Did It Again.
Okay, great. So get right there, and then Leanna.
But if you can bring it to
if
the
you
chorus
wanna
part,
get-
that'd be great.
If you want to get yeah, here, you get fully like more. Get on the other side
over
of the wire.
yonder?
There you go. And Leanna can get a. What? I don't know why Leanna's hugging the light. There you go. Wait, good.
Okay.
Yeah, get a little. There you go. Get a little closer, Leanna. Get a
Who,
little
me?
closer.
Oh.
No. All right, here we go.
I'm going. You better get. Hey. There's a spin there, but I can't spin. And we're... Oh shit! Follow me, Leanne. Come on, girl.
Yes.
Hey, gotta kiss the booty. I don't want to fuck your shit up in here.
Fucking fantastic!
So good.
Fantastic by you. Fantastic camera. Guys,
That's my girl.
what a light is made of. That was fucking fantastic.
Thank you for doing that.
Should I do a segment sometime about Darren's dance crews and see if we can get Darren on the program?
Oh my God, yes! I loved
yes.
a good Darren's
Darren's
dance group.
Get Darren on the show.
Okay.
VHS, I love
Let's talk
that.
about VHS and VH100. So you guys host the VH100 podcast. You're basically, you're like the inside. There's your cute little logo. You guys are spilling all the tea on all of VH1's programs as insiders.
Yeah.
Which you guys are literally, because I think, a lot of people could think like, oh, okay, they work at VH1, so they're fans. It's like, no, you guys work with the talent all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're right in there. You're on set. You're communicating with the talent. You're pals with some of the talent. So you really have
The
tea.
shorthand.
You have
Yeah.
the shorthand. So tell me about, anything you want to reveal on this show that could get you fired. Go.
Well, the key is that, I feel like I have more freedom to sort of, go in a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
She
I
does.
don't work with the talent
As much.
As
in
much
the
as
regular-
Emmanuel. That's true. Right.
Emmanuel's constantly...
You're on set, though, and
right,
stuff when
so-
everything's happening, but Emmanuel is...
Yeah, so I can
in
just, go in a little bit about things that are
Emmanuel
happening.
likes to be a little more...
I'm just
diplomatic.
like, hey, this is
Yeah.
what's going on. But so literally, I do have a work cell phone that I have all of their phone numbers.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And let's say when we're talking about all, just to refresh anyone who's not as familiar with VH1.
Oh,
as we are,
yeah, of course.
It's Love and Hip Hop, it's Black
Yeah.
Ink Crew.
So yeah,
it's-
Love and Hip Hop has 4 different cities: New York, Miami, Atlanta, and Hollywood. And Black Ink Crew, there's Compton, there's Chicago, there's New York. We have Basketball Wives, we have T.I. and Tiny's Friends and Family Hustle. We have RuPaul's Drag Race. There's
Oh, the one, what's the show with Chili where they're on a boat?
Girls Cruise.
Love Chili.
Yes,
So
Chili.
cute, right?
I love Chili so much.
Oh my God.
I really,
Chili's
really do.
Chili.
We have Martha
She
and
told me she
Snoop's
liked
Potluck.
my hair one time.
When did you meet her?
When we did that pilot that didn't get picked up.
Right.
With,
Oh, Michelle Buteau and Jessime.
No, wait, tell us.
Wait, what'd you do?
What'd she say? What did
She
Shirley say
talked
Michael
about
Jackson?
it a little bit on the show.
I remember
but she
vaguely, but I don't remember what she said.
as like graphic as she was what you talked about.
I can't remember what she said. Should we say it?
She was just talking about how she wanted to smash Michael Jackson.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh yeah, she's been very vocal about that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was just so surprised when she stood up and they were like, cause somebody was like really you were like attracted to Michael Jackson and she stood up and like bent over like, yeah, like
She's like,
come get this thing. And I was like, wow, you like that about Michael Jackson? Wow.
we all have types, you know.
I'm like, wow. Like I know he's the king, but damn.
No, yeah, she's serious.
So Josh has a disturbed look on his face. So who are some of the guests that you guys have had on? Wait, is Black China on any of the shows? She's a real bitch.
Yeah.
She's appeared on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Yeah, is she
So-
as terrible as she was 2 years ago when I worked on her with her and she didn't show up to like multiple shoots?
The thing is, I worked with her. Oh,
Right.
I know. What you
Right.
She just didn't show
So,
up.
but the thing is, I don't know. Maybe it was like an
R.I.P.
off day. Again, objective. I'm very like you don't know what's going on.
shit about Black China.
No, but you don't know like what happened. Because the things there's
I
like
do know what happened. She was supposed to be on set, and she
Yes.
was on her Snapchat instead.
Well, that is true. But the thing is, they bank a lot of videos. Because the thing is, this is the thing. People always come at me about this, but I work with these talents. So a lot of the videos sometimes when you're seeing them, you're like, oh, they're on Instagram or Snapchat right now. That's actually could be banked.
It ain't real, y'all.
It's not all the time. So, because sometimes I get like that. I'm like, wow, I'm literally texting you. Where are you? You're late. I'm seeing you that you're on Instagram.
Right,
Like, we got to do the posts here and there. And they have like social media people.
It's a team.
It could be, but I'm just saying, objectively.
It doesn't change how I feel about
Yeah, and that's all right.
It's all sorts of celebrities, right? Because
But
the debates that just happened, every one of the candidates had tweets going as if it was written as if they were saying it while they were on stage.
Exactly,
You're like,
yeah.
well, they probably wrote it. It's just
Because you got to keep that going. Yeah, you got to keep social going. So another
Black
thing is.
China might have written those tweets for them.
All of them.
Very political.
I
People
believe
don't know.
those politicians wrote each and every one of those tweets in preparation for the
She was
debate.
very nice to me at Hip Hop Honors, though. We had a show, an award show at VH1 called Hip Hop Honors, so she was very pleasant to me then. So that's why I give her, you know what I mean.
Also, Amber saying hi. That might have been from like 20 minutes ago.
Amber!
I feel like it's always on a delay.
Amber boo.
Hi, Amber. Thanks for watching. So, who are some of the other guests that you guys have had on? Has anyone like spilled any exciting tea? Any guests upcoming?
Tiffany
you wanna talk
Pollard.
about?
Yeah.
So we had I Love
my
New York.
God.
So we had I Love New York, Tiffany Pollard on a show called Scared Famous.
Nice booking, Easy.
Yeah, I also book our guests.
Yeah.
So it's a long process. So LaJune and I literally watch every single show because we do already, but like now
Right.
we're like, oh, this is fun.
Of course,
So we watch every show, write the script, and then we're like, oh, who should we get? And then I tell them like, oh, I think I'm gonna go after this person. He's like, great.
Wow.
And then I contact them, I explain to them what's going on, and then I'm like, call in, and then we call them, and then blah blah blah. But
Wait, Tash just raised his hand. Do you have a question, Tash?
Question. Tiffany from I Love New York.
yes,
AKA,
head HBIC, head bitch in charge.
yes, AKA
Yeah.
Flavor.
Flavor Flav, yeah.
Yes, and
I've been a fan since Flavor of Love first season.
Hey,
Yes.
And
So-
that was the beginning of reality TV.
1,000%.
well, in case you were wondering what happened, Flav's got the long D. That's what Tiffany said. Right?
And then we did ask her about
It's
Pumpkin,
long. Oh,
and we asked her. Yeah.
Guys, I have a little surprise. We have someone on the phone, a guest caller.
No,
Yeah, we have him right here.
Flavor,
he's like, yo, I heard that with Tiffany said, and she's right.
Flav's dick on the phone.
Just his dick.
And he's in another time zone. Like, hello. But
Very
no,
busy.
Put Flame on the phone. Nah.
no,
he's
she
out-
was great
He's
when
out
we had her
of,
on.
out of state.
So yeah, when we had her on a show called Scared Famous,
Yeah.
we were in a place in Georgia, and we were filming like in a haunted area, and I would
Okay.
have to
Ooh.
physically drive our talent
You were
like back
filming
and
in
forth.
a haunted area?
Yeah.
As part of like what was going on, or just happened to be haunted? Like, was that part of like the,
The show,
creative?
yeah.
Yeah, because we wanted them to be
In a
scared.
haunted house.
They all live together, etc.
love a
So
haunted
I would
house.
have to like kind of drive them back. We had like Alaska from RuPaul's Drag Race on,
nice.
Drita from Mob Wives, etc. And that's how Erica Mena and Safari met is on that
Right.
show.
Oh,
so
really?
That's why they fell in love.
That's why they fell in love and they, adore me so much. But Tiffany more specifically, I got tight with her on that show. And she was just made me laugh because, like, literally off camera, just her and I in the car, and she's like, I don't know what it is. Like, these woods are making me so horny. Oh my God, Emmanuel, you see that tree? And I was like, Tiffany, these are cloth seats. So I was like, so if you could just, like, not do that kind of thing. But she was great.
Right.
She was fun. But we asked her about Pumpkin because you know that infamous.
Right.
And if she would ever
that
do.
Was so good.
You remember what she say?
What she
That
was,
barnyard animal.
Right.
She's like, I was like, would you ever do a show with Pumpkin? Because you know everyone's about like bringing back,
Right.
like, oh my God, flashback. She's like, I would never do anything with that barnyard animal. What she could do? Piss on me? I was like, thank you for calling in.
Right.
I was like, all right, that's great. But everybody's always memorable in their own way. But we know that Tiffany's just like the iconic, you know,
completely iconic.
Yeah,
Is Cash talking to himself in the bathroom?
I think he's on the phone.
Okay,
Flavor Flav.
Ask him about Illuminati.
Yeah.
Who is like a dream guest that you guys would love to have on?
I want.
Flava Flav's dick.
No, I want to talk to Little Kim.
She
Oh my
does.
God.
Girls.
Wait, was she's on the girls?
She's on
cruise
Girls
thing,
Cruise.
right?
Yeah.
She is the queen of the girls.
She is. She is.
So
That would be a
obviously,
great
I'm
get.
trying to talk to the queen bee, honey.
Yeah, she'd be a great guest.
I
I bet
want
she
Issa
has a lot of
Rae.
opinions about the
And
Illuminati.
yeah, that would have helped you out greatly. But I would love
Damn,
Issa Rae.
that's great. Let's arrange that immediately, like before
Once
April.
your song
between
gets
now
on
and
April
April.
here, you can
Right.
ask Issa to be on.
Sure, right
That's-
away.
And then it will make so much sense. I'm like, girl, you know I got
It's
4
synergy.
songs on this season.
Synergy.
Maybe I don't want her to call and forget it. She used the entire podcast to plug herself. Like, so
I'm like,
anyway,
girl, right.
forget about this gay guy with the nice eyebrows. I got 3 new tracks for you, Issa.
It's like, let's listen to one more track. I feel like it reminds me of last night's episode of
Oh, how did this come
Basketball
on?
Wives.
I'm dead. But yeah, no, we have a good time.
I love it. Well, definitely I want to give everyone, you guys will have your chance to plug everything at the end of the show. But before we do that, can we play a little game?
Yes!
Say goodbye to yours? Okay.
She
So
knows
this
that I love
is
games.
Right.
Delight or all right.
Oh, is this like a spanking? Oh. Oh, God.
I mean, go with what you
can use
feel.
it as a spanking, yes.
I'm like,
so,
ah!
so this is Delight or all right. This is, by the way, you guys, I feel like I don't show off my custom wine glass enough.
I've been looking at that.
Wow.
Wine glass.
Yo, we need to
I've
do some
been
shit.
looking at that.
You guys need some VH100
Oh,
wine glasses. So I was originally going to
after this.
ask you guys, instead of Delight or all right, I was originally going to have you guys like rate things on a scale of VH1 to VH100. But
That's a lot of numbers.
I didn't feel like making new paddles.
Right,
and I
because
just
I would
felt
be
like a lot.
like 55.5.
She gets so specific,
Exactly.
and I'm always like,
37.
LaJune.
Tash, who was on the phone? Was that Brandy to tell you about what was in the note?
Was it Flavor Flav's dick?
Was it Flavor Flav?
It could have been. We were talking about it.
We sure were. We
He's the head
summoned
of the
it.
Illuminati. The
We
head
summoned it.
of the Illuminati.
I'm deceased.
You can tell us after the show. Let's play a little. So this is Delight or All Right, shows that are no longer in VH1 edition.
Oh,
You
wow.
need to tell me if it's a delight
snap.
or just all right.
So wait, delight like you're delight means
delighted or-
that it's not on the air.
Well, no, just meaning like
The
so these
show.
are these
That
are
you
all
liked
shows
it.
that are not on the air.
Legacy.
And then you just have to tell me if you are delighted by the show or if you feel like it's just all right.
Right.
Got it.
You know, your opinion on the show. VH1's best week ever.
Delight.
Delight, right? I miss best week ever.
That's
so
why I
much.
interned for I wanted to intern for that show.
It's like the fucking best.
It
We
was
should
the
bring it back
very
immediately.
iconic.
What about Rock of Love?
Hello.
Starring what's his face? From
Oh,
Poison.
it's a.
Brett Michaels from Poison.
Really?
Oh, just all right. Why do you hate Brett Michaels, LaJune?
I don't. I just didn't watch the show. I'm not super familiar.
Yeah.
I remember it being on, but I didn't tune in.
She's like Mariah Carey and J-Lo. You're like, it was, I guess I just remember it.
Like, I don't know.
It was so.
What about
Never heard of them.
Flavor of Love?
Pew, 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 pew.
Tasha's delighted by it. What about I Love the 90s? This is apparently
I-
when Chris Pratt was on
Hey.
Wow.
as a young
See,
lad.
I suck. I know.
I
was a
love
young
that.
brat.
I
love
watched
the
all
90s.
those.
I love
Those are the
I
best,
just
right?
love the 90s. I just love the 80s.
Miranda's
Fuck it,
coming
I
back.
love
The
70s too.
millennium.
I love the 2000s.
Come on up,
I
Miranda.
love those shows.
Is this the cat that I thought was a
They were so
taxidermy?
Yes.
good.
Oh, okay.
When I went to intern, like
Was it
those are
earlier?
the shows that made me want to intern at VH1. And when I did my interview, they were like, "What shows do you love?" I'm like, "I love the series. I love the 90s. I love the 80s." And they were like, "Great, we don't do any of those shows."
I know.
But,
Like
and I was
this-
like, "Trick fucking question, huh?" I got the internship though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember my name. Remember the name.
That's what I would have said that.
Right.
I was like, yo, I love those two shirts.
I'm
Right.
done.
I love this. All right, a couple more. Divas Live. Is this actually still on?
No.
Look at these divas. Celine Dion, Gloria
Come
Estefan, Aretha
on.
Franklin.
That was like
Shania
prime.
Twain.
You want to hear a
Mariah
crazy
Carey.
diva story?
Tell us, LaJune.
One time, Anita Baker was supposed to do a diva show, and she didn't come out. She was a diva.
And there you
and
go.
she's my favorite.
She just
So
didn't come out?
Listen to this.
Wait,
I
was she
saw
on
her at
site?
sound check.
Oh, so
I
she
saw her.
on
I was
site.
in the audience crying my little tears out.
So she was
The
on
fist came
site
out.
and
You
just didn't
scared
come
me.
out.
There was some sort of like something because first of all, Miss Anita Baker is the queen.
Yes.
Let me just say that on my story the other day was a meme that said, don't befriend anyone that doesn't know Anita Baker songs. I love Miss Anita Baker. If you're watching right now,
Delight for
I love
LaJune.
Delight. Right, exactly.
I'm sorry.
Right, but no, listen, I think that one of these young hussies that can't sing good was trying,
Oh
they
my
didn't,
stars.
like, I don't know, something happened. I don't
Jim?
know the tea. I was so young and I had just like come onto the scene and I was so excited to just be in the building. And
See, I
saw
told
her
you, when she
perform.
pops, she don't stop.
I saw her perform in the sound check and I cried. So, she didn't come out for
Is that the
show.
wrap-up music?
She didn't
Oh,
come
no,
out
it's
for
not.
the show.
There's no wrap-up music. This is a show we
This
do
is-
in my living room. 7 hours that we
Long story short, Delight, okay?
All right, last one. VH1 Behind the Music. VH1 Behind the Music.
Oh my God, you're right.
Delight.
I love
I
that.
want to see behind the music, the baby.
What is Miranda?
I do.
Miranda's like trying to land. Get her.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Miranda.
Taxiderm cat. It's not moving.
What's happening?
It's not even blinking.
The Illuminati. It's
See,
something
that
to do
cat.
with that. It's something to do with that Illuminati.
I was gonna
segment.
say, if you're gonna say Illuminati, your cat
you
got something
guys.
going on.
LaJune. All right.
LaJune.
LaJune. Emmanuel / Easy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks for
VH100
having us.
Podcast on your favorite podcast platform.
Yeah, so we're on Spotify, we're on iHeart, we're on the podcast app. So basically, if
Right.
you type in VH100, you'll see these
Basically,
faces like
anywhere
this.
podcast.
Wait, like this.
Favorite podcast. Check them out.
Just like that.
I am LaJune
Yeah.
on social media. at Easy Manoli.
Yeah,
on social media.
Manoli.
Yeah.
You guys, you're such a delight. I
Are we?
appreciate you
I'm
taking the time. You're such a goddamn
Such a
delight.
delight.
Oh, no, you. Listen,
Give
we
me-
have
you're a
to
delight.
where we wind down the show, but stay right here.
Okay.
I'm just going to like calm down, pour myself my nighttime drink.
Is this like a yoga
Gigi Duck
thing?
Hunt Demon is here. Guys, next week, Melvin Taylor will be here. He's the host of Made in Manhattan.
Delight from
and
Melvin.
also The Alt with Mel. And then
Oh,
we're going to be
shit.
off on February 5th. I know, I'm putting in between this. We're
This
gonna
is
be
her good night.
off on February 5th. So a little break, but next week we'll be back with Melvin. Miranda's here. Leanna Hirsch on camera too. Audience, Lauren the producer.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you, Miranda.